Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming another full day of eating. I haven't worked out yet and I have not finished my meal prep. I marinated my chicken for my lunches, and then yesterday I made the broccoli and rice for my lunches, and then that is it. So I'm going to take you guys through how I make my Fab 4 based smoothie. If you've never heard of Fab 4, it is a concept that Be Well by Kelly, I think she created it. It's basically a high protein, fiber, greens, and fats smoothie, and it's supposed to keep you super satiated throughout the morning. Like, that's all I eat for breakfast. I've really become a creature of habit, and I pretty much eat the same thing week to week, but sometimes it changes up. So, you know, people seem to like these videos. But yeah, so I am going to take you guys through how I make my green smoothies. I typically work out early in the morning and then come home and have my smoothie before I go to work. Today I'm working from home, so I am going to make all of them. I don't make all of them for the week, but I'll do like 3 at a time. They typically, I think they're supposed to last like up to 72 hours. People always ask me like how long I store them because they do separate in the fridge. But as long as you keep them like, yeah, less than 3 days and shake them up, you should be fine. But yeah, I'll show you guys how I make them. Okay, so I ended up, terrible, because I ended up going to the gym and working out before I made these. I'm just gonna take you guys through how I make these. Pretty sure I've done it in a video before, but it's my go-to. I love a peanut butter banana smoothie. I probably should start making some other kind. I thought I was doing like a chocolate banana or like a chocolate peanut butter, but I like a banana in there. I don't know. So I'll just show you guys how I do it. We're just gonna have to work with my head being cut off. We have the Ninja blender that also comes with a food processor, and I love it. I'm sure I've talked about it before. Okay, first thing is the Califia Farms unsweetened, no flavor, it's not vanilla or anything. The almond milk, I just do 8 ounces, which is a cup. And then I also do the Vita Coco, or I'll do like the organic Trader Joe's, no, organic Whole Foods coconut water, and I just fill that up to, so it's 12 ounces on here. And then always put your liquid in first so you can measure it. Just a tip. And then I only do half a banana. I really need to just make these in bulk, but I'm just weird and I think like, what if I get more banana in one smoothie than the other? I don't know, I'm just weird. So yeah, I make them all separately, which is probably not the most effective way, but whatever. Okay, then I use right now I'm using the SFH Pure Whey Protein. It is not 31 grams of protein, very deceptively, it's 23, I think, but I tried to do a scoop and a half just because the more protein, the more satiating this smoothie will be. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, protein is the most satiating / filling of all of the macronutrients. So between carbs, fats, and proteins, protein will keep you full the longest. So I do, yeah, about 1.5 of these. I honestly don't have like a favorite protein. I pretty much rotate through brands because I like trying different ones, but I would say like, if I recommend any brand at all to try out, I would say PE Science. They have good vegan flavors and good whey flavors. And they're like, I don't know, I just really like their consistency, the taste, and everything. Okay, and then I do inulin. So this is basically pure fiber. You could do chia seeds, which I have, but I don't know, sometimes the texture like kind of throws me off. But yeah, so I got this off Amazon. I'll link this and the Spirulina. And I only do 3/4 of one of the serving sizes in there because this stuff is strong. Like, you gotta start low, and it always does this. And this bag will literally last you forever. Honestly, I don't know why I have this down so low. Let's move it up a little bit. Okay. And then after that, the Spirulina. This also comes with, it comes in a bag very similar to this. I think the brand is Micro Ingredients or something like that. And it also comes with a scooper, so I don't know what this serving size is, but I do a full spoonful of this. This will, like, it is so green, it will dye your fingers almost. Yeah, so if you get it on the counters, wipe it off because sometimes it doesn't come off. And then you can use different things for your fat in the smoothie. I haven't been using it recently, but originally I was using Mct oil, which is purified coconut oil. That stuff is like crack, basically. It's basically like liquid Adderall, I always say. If you haven't had it before, you have to start with a super small dosage of it. But I have just been, I like my smoothie to be very peanut buttery, plus I drink a good amount of coffee in the morning and I just don't need like that boost from the MCT. So before I was doing 1 tablespoon of peanut butter and then 1 tablespoon of MCT, and now I've just been doing 2 tablespoons of this to cut back on the calories / the amount of fat. You could do a powdered peanut butter instead and do like only 1 scoop of this, but totally up to you. Kelly, who created the Fab 4 smoothie, she recommends either 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat. I think she recommends starting with 1 and then seeing how full you are. And then going up to 2 if you need to. But yeah, so I do 2 tablespoons of this. But yeah, there's so many different things that you can make out of the Fab 4 smoothie. Her website has a lot of good recipes. But yeah, you basically want to make sure you have the protein. It doesn't even have to be a protein powder, whatever that is, but it's easiest. And then, yeah, you have different options for fiber, chia seeds, inulin. I don't know how to say it. I think it's psyllium husk. That's also a good source of fiber. I think it's like a refined fiber or whatever. And then for your fats, yeah, you have lots of different options. Peanut butters, nut butters, MCT. I think you can just do plain coconut oil. And then your greens. It's honestly probably better to put spinach in here, but I just have so much spirulina and I like it because it doesn't really have a taste at all. I don't know, you have lots of options for greens, spinach, kale, whatever. But yeah, I like my spirulina and I really like the way the smoothie tastes. So yeah, I just throw that all in there and blend it all up. And yeah, it's like 12:30 already. So I'm gonna have this and then I'm just gonna eat my lunch. Like, actually, my chicken is not done. So Wes grills my chicken for me because I'll be honest, I'm not sure I know how to use a grill. And we were gonna do it yesterday and then we went to my parents for dinner, so we didn't have time. And then he usually works from home, but he is not here. I think he went to the office. So yeah, I'll show you guys what my chicken looks like while it's marinating. Excuse the messy fridge. We have lots of leftovers we need to get rid of. This has been sitting here for, I know it needs to probably be covered, but Wesley, it's fine, but whatever. It's been sitting there for a while. I'm trying to think about how long. Now, I don't know, I marinated it yesterday. And I try to, it only needs marinating for 4 hours, but, you know. And then this is what I got for my dinners for this week. I'm gonna make these tonight. Definitely not healthy, but I keep seeing these at Whole Foods and they look so good. They're bacon wrapped scallops and they come on a cedar plank, but the directions like don't include how to use the cedar plank, so I don't know. And then tomorrow's Wes's birthday, so we're gonna be eating out. And then I got this for Wednesday. I don't like keeping seafood in the fridge for more than like 3 days. So if I know we're going out, like I'll just go back to the store later in the week. This is maple almond crusted salmon. Salmon rub, maple syrup, almonds, But yeah, I'm excited about this, but I'm gonna cook these tonight. So I'll show you guys how I do that. This will be my first time cooking them. But pretty much every week for dinner, I have some form of like fish or chicken or like, yeah, I don't know, like scallop shrimp. And then like 2 kinds of veggies, usually one of which is a starch. I love sweet potatoes. I can eat them all the time. So yeah, it'll be like sweet potatoes or red potatoes, and I usually do a green veggie. But yeah, so I think tonight I'm gonna do sweet potatoes and, oh, shaved Brussels. So I'm excited about that. I love doing Brussels. So yeah, I'm honestly not sure what I'm gonna eat for lunch since I'm having my smoothie so late, which I really am trying not to do. Today was not a good example of that. I'm trying really hard to have my smoothie in the morning, whether or not I work out first thing. It's good to get your protein in after you weight lift, but it's not the end of the world as long as I'm having a meal afterwards that has protein. So I'm just gonna have this. I have a bunch of work to do, so I'm gonna go do that. And then yeah, Wes was not sure when he was gonna get home and he was gonna grill my chicken, but TBD on that. I actually think I have enough leftovers in the fridge so I can just mix and match because I have my rice and my broccoli ready for my lunches. So I'll probably eat that here in like an hour or 2. So Wes just came home and grilled my chicken for me, and it turned out good. I usually do it on skewers, but they were honestly just kind of hard to like get on there, and then they would burn. So we had wood skewers. So I just cut them up into like tenderloins this time, and they turned out pretty good. So I'm actually gonna take the dog on a walk, and then I'm gonna eat my lunch. Okay, so it's now 3:15. My day is all discombobulated. I never eat lunch this late. Did some work, showered, and now I'm going to eat my lunch. I have like one, I guess it's a tenderloin size of chicken, but since it's so late, I usually have 2 of those. I'm just gonna have 1, and then rice and broccoli, and then this is the Trader Joe's garlic dip. That is so good. I'm just gonna put this into a regular bowl just because I like mixing the rice with the chicken, and pop it in the microwave and then throw some sauce on it. Okay, so dinner time is now. It's now dinner time. It's 6 o'clock. Wes actually already ate. He ate super early. I'm actually preheating the oven to 425. I am going to put the salmon in for about 12 minutes. Actually, yeah, total change of plans. I was going to make the bacon wrap scallops tonight, and then I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. So I'm making the salmon tonight, and I was gonna do sweet potatoes also. Please go away, what do you need? Okay, anyways. But I'm gonna do cauliflower gnocchi, and then I'm still gonna do the Brussels, but I usually throw the Brussels in the oven and cook them like at 425 for like 20 minutes. But since they're shaved, I kind of want to cook them in some balsamic in a pan. So yeah, I mentioned in my last video how I cook the cauliflower gnocchi from Trader Joe's. It's this stuff, but yeah, do not follow the instructions on the back. It will be super mushy. Yeah, so you put like, I think the serving size is a cup. Put it in the microwave for a minute so they basically defrost. Heat up some ghee in a skillet. Throw these in and just sear them until they're golden brown. Probably like 10 minutes total. But yeah, super good that way. I like them seared with ghee and just like salt and pepper, and that's it. And then yeah, I'm just gonna throw these shaved Brussels in another pan with some olive oil and balsamic. Spice them up. And luckily my salmon's already marinated because I got it from Whole Foods. I'm hoping it's good. I've been wanting to try it for a while. And I just felt like I wanted a glass of wine on this lovely Monday. So yeah, I'll show you what my dinner looks like. Okay, so you can probably not even hear me because it's so loud in here, but the Brussels are cooking and I just put olive oil on there, salt and pepper, and then I'm going to put this glaze on top after they cook a little bit longer. I just get these Brussels, the shaved Brussels from Whole Foods. Yeah, and this is popping, but this is what they should look like about halfway through. You just gotta, I think I seared them for about 5 minutes, and then I just flip them all over, but you have to be careful because we'll spray oil everywhere. And then the salmon's almost done. We got 4 minutes left on that. And I'm excited for this dinner. Okay, so these look so burnt, even though they aren't. I mean, they are a little crispier than I usually want them, but they're so good. The salmon turned out really good looking, so I'm hoping it tastes as good as it looks. I topped this with a little bit extra of that balsamic dressing and more salt and pepper. So I'm hoping it's tasty. I'll let y'all know how I like this salmon from Whole Foods. Okay, so it's the next morning. I totally forgot to close out of the vlog last night. After dinner, I edited a video and we just kind of chilled, and then I had, this is my go-to chocolate for dessert. I like branching out. I like buying like new Hue Kitchen and Honey Mamas and all that good stuff, but this is like a staple that I just keep in our pantry. I used to keep them in the fridge because I like them kind of cold, but like actually a lot better warm. They're the Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. I'm a sucker for them. A serving size is 3, which is 200 calories, but I usually just have 2. It's like the perfect amount. But yeah, I've been noticing that I never really snack anymore. And I think I mentioned this in my how I lost 5 pounds in 5 days video, but I don't crave snacks as much as I used to, and I'm not really sure why, but I think I kind of talked myself out of it. Like, I never could find a protein bar that had decent ingredients and tasted good, so I kind of just gave up on those. And the only snack I ever really want or do have is just like a handful of nuts. We have these. They're not like the best calorie wise because they do have sugar in them, and you know, it's just better to stay away from sugar if you can, but these are a good like dessert snack, I would say. Yeah, I usually have them after dinner or like towards the end of the day because I don't like to have a lot of sugar in the morning. But yeah, so I never really snack. Yeah, I said this in my other video. I just think like the food industry created snacking to make money. Like, that sounds so ridiculous, but I just don't think that unless you're like starving in between meals, you need a snack. I think it's like ingrained in our minds that in between meals we need a snack. And I used to think like, oh, I need a morning snack and I need an afternoon snack. But like, if you're eating enough at your meals, you shouldn't need a snack. I mean, my smoothie keeps me full until lunch, so I never really crave anything in between there. And then yeah, I pretty much only ever snack like maybe right before dinner or like while I'm eating dinner I get a little bit hungry, but at that point I usually just like wait to eat. I don't know, personal preference, but yeah, I definitely noticed that I don't really ever record myself snacking anymore because I just don't really do it. Yeah, but if I'm starving in between meals, I'll have nuts. That's like my go-to, or like an apple or a banana. But yeah, I try to keep fruit to the morning time. That's a little bit of a food combining thing. I mean, I don't really practice food combining, but I do think like just the way your body processes it, I don't know, that's personal preference. But yeah, if anyone's wondering why I'm not snacking, that is why. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will link my Instagram below. I post lots of workouts. I'll see you on the next one.